So start by tuning into what's happening in your own body, in your own system. We have all had an experience, and many times, of feeling kind of unsettled and emotional. And that might be your experience right now, might be a memory of experiences. The practice we're going to do will be helpful for settling ourselves. Just like when we tune into our neck and shoulders, we usually find that we could relax them a little bit more, that we could bring a little bit more softness to that. Even when we're feeling relatively calm, we'll often notice that we could become a little more settled. So, whatever it is that's happening in your system right now, bring your attention to yourself, your whole body. Notice what's happening in our system, this whole space that your body is occupying. What's going on in there right now? And part of what's going on is sense perceptions. Let's take a moment to really notice what that involves right now. What are the sounds that are coming in through your ears? What are the sensations on your skin? If you're in a warm room, you'll feel different sensations than if you're in a cool room. And for a moment, let's notice what it feels like under our body or at the back of the body. If you're lying supported by something, really feel that support. Feel the blanket or bed or cushions or whatever it is that you're being supported by, a chair, a bed, floor. And if you're sitting, notice the support of your structure, your shoulders over your hips. Notice that feeling of pressure along the back of the legs, maybe the soles of the feet. And let's take a few minutes to really settle in. Notice the back of your head. When we're supported as we're lying down, we don't actually have to hold our head up. We don't have to hold our head into place. So let yourself really, really relax through the back of your neck, your shoulders. When we bring our attention to the back of the neck, to the shoulders, the muscles right at the top of the upper back, we often find that there's a tightness in there. Same with the side of the neck and the shoulders, even down into your arms. For the next little while, we don't have to take any action in our body, so we could let our body be still. Our arms could relax, our legs the same. Notice the back of your right shoulder, the shoulder blade, all of those muscles on the right side of your upper back. Let that settle and be supported. Let go of any activity in that area. And bring your attention to the left side. the left shoulder blade, the muscles on the left side of your upper back. And then to both shoulder blades, the area between your shoulder blades, coming up towards the neck. Notice that large band of muscle across the top of your back. Allow that whole area to soften. Really accept the support that you have under you at the moment. Let your whole upper back relax into that support. Feel the steadiness, the security of that. And sometimes the mind wants to keep moving outward, forward. The mind engages in some kind of worry. There's almost a physical pull forward at times. So, right now, just for this next little while, we're focusing in the back of our body. We're letting ourselves rest into the support we have. And we're allowing everything to go offline for a bit. The whole system of activation through the back of our body. And then start to bring your attention down a little bit lower into your mid back area, to that part of the back that curves a bit. Notice if you can still feel the support of the floor or whatever it is that's underneath you or behind you. Then we come to the back of the hips. Notice what it feels like to let your hips soften into the floor or the bed. Let yourself really settle the whole lower back. Sometimes when we first lie down, there might be little twinges in the lower back. You could move your body a bit if you want, get more comfortable. And then notice the muscles in the back of your legs, the large muscles in the back of your thighs. A bit of an open space behind the knees, and then the muscles of the calves. And the open space behind your heels, your ankles. Notice how your heels connect with the back, whatever it is that you're supported by. And if you're sitting, notice the soles of your feet, from the heels to the balls of your feet to your toes. Notice the little toe on each side as it's on the floor. And if you're laying back, notice your toes just as they're in the air. Maybe they're covered by something, or maybe they're open to the air. Just notice what it feels like in the tips of your toes for a moment. And as you come back up through your legs, notice what it feels like to allow your legs to be still. To not force them to be still. If there's an edginess there, you could always move your legs. More about letting the legs come off duty. We don't need to move around right now. And notice the back of your arms, your hands, your fingertips. Notice what it feels like to let your arms and hands be at rest. And bring your attention again to the upper back and between the shoulder blades. Notice if there's any energy there. And notice the heart center is just a little bit in front of that. Notice what it feels like in your heart center. Not going all the way out to the front of the chest, just the heart center. If there's emotion there, we might notice that. Bring your attention up a little bit into the pit of your throat. And then let your attention flow between those 2 points. As you're inhaling, bring your attention from the heart center up to the throat center. And then exhale back to the throat center. Let all of your attention flow with the breath. On the next time that you come up, bring your attention all the way up through the throat center to the eyebrow center. Exhale, let your attention flow back down through the throat center to the heart center. And let your attention stay in the center or a little bit to the back of the head, the back of the neck, between the shoulder blades. Let your attention settle back. There's nothing that we need to express or do or come into action around right now. We're just resting. You may find that your attention is wanting to linger at the heart center or one of the other centers, and that's fine. You could rest there for a while. And then let the energy, your attention flow through your body again, from the eyebrow center through the throat center to the heart center, back through the throat center to the eyebrow center. If you like to work with the sound, so hum, you might allow that to rise and flow with the mind as you're inhaling from the heart center up through to the eyebrow center, thinking that sound. So, as you're exhaling from the eyebrow center through the throat center to the heart center, thinking the sound hum. All of your awareness flowing with the breath and the sound, inhaling so, exhaling hum. Let thoughts be in the background. We're just resting, letting our attention flow as though we're breathing between the eyebrow center and the heart center and back. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. And practice keeping your mind steady, your attention, the flow of attention steady. No matter what else is going on, we're just resting for a few minutes. Paying attention again to how it feels along the whole back of your body to be supported. There's no effort actually that needs to be involved here. We could let our whole body relax. We could let the muscles of the face be at rest. We're not communicating anything right now. We could let the jaw and the mouth soften, the front and the sides of the throat. The large muscles of the chest and of the stomach. Allow your body to breathe. Our only job is just to relax and soften, and to keep our attention, our awareness flowing as though we're breathing between the eyebrow center, through the throat center to the heart center, and back. And depending on what's going on, we might feel very settled and calm. We might have little blips of something comes up and then we settle back again. Use the focus of the so hum and the flow of awareness in your body as an anchor. Inhale from the heart center through the throat center to the eyebrow center, using that sound so. And then a smooth transition into the out breath, letting the body breathe out, noticing how that's even more relaxing. Exhaling inhaling so. And noticing there might be many opportunities to keep bringing yourself back. Sometimes we have a lot of memories or images coming and going in the mind. And then we could bring ourselves back. We could practice kindness, compassion with ourselves. Part of the nature of our mind to wander, especially if we're upset about something. We're feeling unsettled. We don't have to be harsh with ourselves about that. Let your awareness flow between those points from the eyebrow center through the throat center to the heart center. And then let yourself rest. Let your attention settle in at the heart center for a moment. Notice the back of your body as well, between the shoulder blades, the large muscles of the upper back. Notice what it feels like to settle into the support behind us. Before you finish the practice, set your intention for the day. Often that would include touching back into this, touching back into the breath or that feeling of being settled, of being supported through the whole back of your body. You could take a few minutes to work with so hum, even if you're sitting in a meeting or in traffic or something. We can always tune into this. Notice that we can give ourselves support. And then when you're ready, open your eyes.